Hey guys, how's it going? Tim here. So I get asked a lot of questions, okay? A variety of questions. And one of the questions that I get asked fairly often goes something to the effect of, Tim, we know your background, okay? We know your story. We know that you weren't silver spoon fed. We know you didn't have any money before. So how did you go from not having any money to being able to afford something like this? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, this is my Tesla Model X. It cost me roughly $120,000, cold hard cash. Okay, now I point that out because there's a difference. Okay, there's obviously a difference between buying something and renting or leasing something. Now, for those of you who haven't been following me a while, you might be thinking, well, how do I even trust you? I don't even know you. You can be lying for all I know. Well, I get it, okay? There's a lot of skepticism going around, and it's natural and it's completely okay. I'm skeptical myself. I'm a very naturally skeptical person. So this is all you need to, if that is you, this is all you need to do. Just go to Google and type in Timothy Kim, CNBC, Timothy Kim, MSN Money, Timothy Kim, Yahoo Finance. That's all you need to do, okay? Click on these national news outlets, publications that have written about me, okay? Click on them and read it, okay? For example, the CNBC one says, in the middle, somewhere at the top or in the middle, Ruth Umo, or I think she's a contributor that wrote that article. She says, look, we've checked with Tim. We've checked on Tim and his background. We've asked him for receipts. We've asked him for paperwork, bank statements, or all of those things, proving that he owns this vehicle, proving that he's a millionaire, okay? So I point that out for those of you who are skeptical, again, which is normal and fine, that I'm not making this up. A lot of people who are fronting or who act like they have money online. It's very easy to act like you have money, okay? But it's a completely different thing to actually have money. And that's why I want to point out the difference, okay? I'm not some guy who's faking it or saying, oh, you know, I have all this money when in reality, I don't have any money, okay? So that is a clear difference, okay? So I think kind of going along with this, a lot of you guys might also ask, like, if you haven't been following me a while, who is this guy? What's his background? What's his story? How old is he? What does he know? What does he not know? So I feel like I owe you a little bit of my an introduction, a little bit of my background if you haven't been following me a while. And so basically, I was born in Korea, okay? I was born in South Korea, in Seoul. My parents moved me and my younger brother to Hungary in 1991. Hungary, what the heck is that? It's in Eastern Europe, okay? Budapest, Hungary. I lived there for about 10 or 11 years, okay? I grew up there. Now, why? It's because my parents are missionaries. My parents are Christian missionaries. My dad's a pastor. He has a Hungarian church there. They have also a homeless feeding ministry and a gypsy slum ministry, and a prison ministry that they do. So they're still doing that to this day. As I'm speaking to you right now, they're still in Hungary doing their ministry, okay? So why am I sharing this with you? Well, I'm sharing this with you to kind of show you that another point of me, okay, is the fact that I did come from nothing. Like my parents, being missionaries, they didn't have money. Okay, they weren't millionaires that gave me millions. Does that make sense? So when I immigrated here to the US, I'm a first generation immigrant. What that means is I don't have my parents and their parents weren't here in the US. I wasn't born here in the US. I'm a first generation Korean American who immigrated here in 2004. Okay, so I was 18 when I immigrated here. I'm 32 now. Okay, I'm 32 years old right now as I'm making this video. So I came here to the U.S. Okay, when I hopped off of the airplane at LAX, which is the airport in Los Angeles, I had $500 in my pocket. Okay, so going from having not much, $500, it's still some money, but it's not a lot of money. How did I go from there, okay, to being a millionaire? Okay, to being able to afford a car like this that cost me $120,000. Okay, and the answer to that, obviously it's not an easy answer. There's many answers to this, many variables, but one of the biggest things that allowed me to purchase this product is my passive income. Now, I know what you're thinking when someone says passive income, because it's the type of terminology that gets thrown around a lot, and not many people even know what it means. Or you can YouTube or Google this right now, and you know there's all sorts of people touting that they know what they're doing, touting, oh, this is how you make passive flows of income, and yet they never provide proof. They never actually show that they've done it themselves. Like, how do you know that they're for real? You know what I mean? They could be selling snake oil. They could be scammers. They could be fraudsters. They might not even be that evil, to be honest with you, but they might just be regurgitating what other people have already said and done. Okay? People who haven't even really done anything or proven that they've been able to go from zero to having something. So that's the sheer difference. That's the key difference between me and many people out there. So, and what is this club about basically? What am I trying to do here, okay? What I'm trying to do here, okay, is create a club, okay, where I mentor people. I will mentor, like you, for example, watching this video. If you've been following me a while, you know that I have another club, another private club where I teach people how to make money through blogging and social media, called the Elite Bloggers Guild, okay? And that, I've had it for about a year, and that's where I teach people how to make additional streams of income online, okay, on the side. So this is a little different. This club is basically called the Elite Investors Guild, okay? Similar in concept, but what I teach you here in this guild, in this club, is how to create wealth, how to create prosperity for your family, how to create financial stability, and not only, again, streams of income, but build something that lasts for generations. That's the difference between rich and wealth. Rich, you can be rich, okay? For example, Shaq, okay? Or, I don't know, any basketball player, any baseball player, anybody. Those people are rich. Would you agree? They make a lot of money. Do you know who's wealthy, though? The people who pay Shaq's salary or whoever else's salary, LeBron James, okay, or Steph Curry. Those people are the wealthy people, because that's the difference. Wealth lasts generations and generations. So that's kind of what I'm trying to teach in my club. Now, what are some of the things that's different, okay, and some of the things that I feel like I will bring to the table, okay, in this club? Now, one of the biggest things is that this will be a pay what you want, pay what you can club. Now, do you understand what I'm saying here? What I'm saying here is that even as an entrepreneur, okay, as a business person, I am obviously, any entrepreneur are trying to build income through their businesses. And people charge, right? That's normal to charge people for a service or a product. Now, what I'm doing with this club that I'm going to try out and see how it goes is I'm allowing anybody, including you who's watching this video, to pay what you're able to. Okay? Interesting concept, right? Some of you might not be able to pay anything. I've literally talked to people who are in places in countries like Namibia, Nigeria, India, who have literally like zero income, or they make like $100 a month. Now, if this is you, just be honest, have integrity. So if you want to be in this club but you literally have no money, you can join for free. Now, if you have money, then pay what you're able to pay. Okay, this is an integrity type of thing. We're going off of an honor code here. Okay, I'm not gonna ask you prove it. Okay, prove that you don't have money, or prove that this is, you know, a certain amount of money that you make and this is too much for you or something like that. So I'm gonna have some options below. Okay, after you watch this video, scroll below. I'll have some plans, some pricing plans for you that'll be tiered. Whether it's, you know, $65 a month, $35 a month, $15 a month, or $7 a month, or free. You know, so depending on where you feel like you are. Okay. Choose any of these options and you will get a link to a private Facebook group where I will be your mentor, where I will be your coach, okay? And I will share what I know, what I've learned, how I was able to go from $500, okay, in my pocket, to having $900,000 in stocks, in my stock portfolio by age 29. I'm age 32 right now, and I have roughly about 1.5 million in net worth, okay? I haven't put it all together recently, so that's roughly about how much I have right now. But I went from zero to having that much, okay? And the fact of the matter is, I make more money sleeping than making money with my businesses. So that's the key difference between growing wealth, and that's what I'm gonna be sharing in my club. One thing that I wanna point out really quickly, okay, is I feel like some of you might have this question, like, how can I trust this? How can I know that this will actually work for me? Now, what I'm gonna say to that is I can't promise you, okay? So you might be like, what the heck? Like, I thought well, then where's the guarantee? Okay, look, just being real, like, if anybody wants a guarantee from you in life, anybody gives you a guarantee in life, you can't take that guarantee, because no one's God. Okay, everybody, as a human being, you can't guarantee anybody anything. Does that make sense? So I can't guarantee anything. All I can do is teach you and instruct you and coach you on what I know, what I've been able to do to get to where I'm at. Another thing that I want to point out is this. Is this a get-rich-quick scheme? Absolutely not. This is really important for me to clearly spell out for you. If you are watching this video thinking, okay, this is some sort of fast ticket to wealth, or a fast lane to richness, or having a lot of money, this isn't that. Okay, there is no such thing. You've probably heard the saying, there's no free lunch. Okay, this isn't a free lunch. Okay, even if you're paying me $0 to join for free, you still need to put in the time and the effort. Okay, a lot of people who sign up to these kind of things, they sign up but they don't do anything. So if you're not going to do anything, I'm sorry, this isn't magic. You're not going to make money by not doing anything. You have to actually follow through, and you have to have discipline. Okay, very similar to something like, let's say you want to get fit, physical fitness, similar to financial fitness. There's physical fitness. If you want to go to the gym and you want to sign up for a gym membership, okay, or you sign up to get trained by a personal trainer, you can't reasonably, with rationale, expect even the best of personal trainers to get you a six-pack from going from 300 pounds or 400 pounds to getting a six-pack in 2-3 months. It is physiologically impossible. You're asking for magic. Similar to that, financial health is the same thing. If you are not financially healthy right now, you are living paycheck to paycheck, or you just don't have the financial security or stability for you and your family, okay? You are slaving away at a 9-to-5 job and feeling like you're never getting anywhere. If that is you, it's the same concept. You can't think that you're going to suddenly go from zero to having all this money just because you enrolled in some sort of course or club or coaching, membership, mentorship, any of these things. So you have to be rational and reasonable, okay? That I wanted to share that because this is really important. I don't want you to join this club thinking that, you know, you're going to suddenly be a millionaire within a year's time. It's just not, it is not reasonable, okay? So one of the biggest things that I'll be teaching in this club is about how you can go from utilizing your only your human capital versus leveraging your financial capital. Now, some of you, I've lost you already. You might be thinking, what the heck are you talking about, Tim? Human capital, if I were to basically break it down, is basically think about it like this. There's a certain amount of hours you can work in a day. There's a certain amount of hours you can work in a week or a month or in your life. It's fixed. You can't multiply time. You just can't, unless you get other people to work for you. But that being a little different, even the richest person like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, well, he's not alive anymore. God bless his soul. But Elon Musk, some of these people, they have 24 hours. Just like you have 24 hours, okay? But they're billionaires. They have a lot more money than you or me, okay? But they have other sources of capital. It's not just the 24 hours they have in a day. They have businesses, they have assets that provide income for them, even while they're sleeping. And I can tell you right now, that is the key to wealth, okay? Because there's only a certain amount of hours. You can work, you can grind, okay? That's a very popular thing these days. Hustling, grinding, it's such a popular thing, popular terms these days, but that's only one part of the equation. You can grind and hustle as hard as you want. You could grind 24 hours a day, not get any sleep, which is not realistic. But if you're only making $10 an hour or $8 an hour, there's a limit, okay, to the amount that you can make. Would you agree? Right? So you have to get to a point where you're able to spend a little of the money that you make and save and be able to buy assets that produce income for you, even when you sleep. So when you, let's say, sleep for 8 hours, 6 hours, whatever, you wake up in the morning, you check your assets, you check your investment portfolio, your stocks, your real estate, or whatever it is, your cryptocurrency, and you see, oh my goodness, I made more money yesterday sleeping than what I do when I go to my job. And that's the point where you have enough of those days, you don't have to work anymore. That's the beauty of buying assets. That's the beauty of investing. And that's basically what I will be doing in this club. Okay? Just straight up, that's what I'll be doing. No guarantees, but I'm showing you exactly what I did. Okay? How I use a Schindler Cape ratio. How do I build my portfolio and how I've done it, okay, as a fundamental, like what I did for the fundamentals and what I did from on top of that, what kind of stuff did I sprinkle on top of the fundamentals. Does that make sense? So those are some of the types of things that I do, some of the formulas that I use to evaluate if something is worth buying. Okay, so those are some of the things that I'll be going over in my club. And again, okay, for those of you who are unsure and not sure, like, you know, well, I'm not sure if this will be worth it. Look, how can it be not worth it if you get to choose what you want to pay? Like I said briefly a little while ago, you get to choose what you want to pay. If you really can't pay anything, if you don't have any money, that's fine. Sign up for free. That's what's unique about this club that I'm making, this private mentorship group that I'm making, is that I know, having, again, talked with many of you, some of you who are in countries like Namibia or Nigeria or India or some of these countries where you're making literally like $100 a month. So if I'm charging you like $80 a month, similar to like my bloggers guild, you will have no money to do it, okay? So just being realistic, and I want to add value for community as large, just community as a whole, okay? I'm offering this to those of you who are watching this video and offering you basically what you're able to pay. So pay what you're able to pay, and but at the same time have integrity, okay? And I am not going to check on you. I'm not going to check on whether, I'm not going to ask for bank statements or like your income amount. Like, I'm not going to ask you any of that. This is an honor code. I'll trust that the average person has enough honor and integrity to be honest. So if you have money, then please buy one of the options to join this club and not do the free. But again, I want to try this out. I want to see how people react to this and how people sign up to this club, okay? So that's basically what this club is about, okay? I'll be doing weekly videos, weekly or bi-weekly videos, where live. It's gonna be live, and because similar to my other club, there are gonna be members from all over the world. So I won't choose a certain time. Okay, so I'll do the Facebook Live. You can attend or not attend. If you're busy, you're sleeping, whatever, you're eating, you're out with family, friends, whatever, you can always rewatch the video and ask questions in the comments of the video. So that's really, it's a very fluid concept. It's a very fluid, non-rigid type of program, okay? So that's kind of what it is. I like it to be a little fluid like that. I want a lot of interaction, a lot of going back and forth. I'll be asking questions myself within the group. And that's basically it. So I hope you join my club, okay? If you have any questions, email me at timothy.s.kim@outlook.com, okay? That's my personal email I'm giving you through this video. Email me if you really want to join, but you have some questions that's left over, okay? That wasn't answered in this video. Okay. Don't message me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook Messenger or anything like that, because a lot of those messages get lost because I get so many DMs. There's a very high chance, I get up to 2,000 DMs a day. There's a very high chance that I might not be able to read your direct message, and even some of your emails goes to my junk, or I still get hundreds of emails a day, so I might not be able to get back to you right away, but I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. So think about it, but don't think about it too much, because I know of many people, that's the biggest thing, okay? The biggest thing that I feel that people struggle with is like having this all or nothing mentality. Like, either I do it or I don't do it. And when they feel like they're not really sure, always holding back, always choosing the passive route and not the non-action route. And the fact of the matter is, if you're always not acting, if you're always not executing on the thoughts that you have, ideas that you have, you really, what are you doing? Okay, you're staying with your natural course, and it's not going to change. If the course that you're on right now is one that you don't like, okay, and you want to change the course that you're in your life, you want to make a difference, you want to make a change, you have to try different things, okay? So the least you can do is try something new. So whether it's blogging, whether it's growing your social media, whether it's starting a new business, or whether it's doing something like this, a club or a course or online educational program, okay? You have to try something new and not always wait and say, oh, I'm too busy right now, I want to wait for some time down the line when I'm a little more freed up. Come on, let's be honest here. When has anybody had a time when it's like, oh, I'm so free now? Like, it just usually doesn't occur, okay? The normal person, the average person, you just get busier and busier as life goes on. So you really do need to take action, okay? So try it out, see how it is, okay? You can cancel at any time, just let me know, and we'll cancel, and that's fine. So I highly encourage you to join. Now, I will have pricing again below, okay? Pricing, I believe it's gonna be something like $65 suggested monthly, $35, $15, and $7, and free. So the reason why I did 65, where I think I'm going to be doing $65 suggested price, is that there are it's very common for courses and online courses, educational programs that are very similar to what I'm doing, to cost anywhere from $500 to $2,000. Okay, so if you do the math, like let's say $2,000 divided by 12, that's something like $58 a month or something like that. Is that correct? No, that's 670. No, never mind. That's 600, about like 695 or something like that, right? So that's roughly $700. That's about 58 bucks a month. So if I do 65 bucks a month, that's actually on the lower range. So I'm not, if it's like 2,000 bucks, you can do quick math. It's a little low. It's a little less than $200 a month. That's a lot of money for like the majority of people out there. So again, but there are courses out there like that, between $500 and $2,000. So me charging something like a suggested price of $65, for example, is really not, it's a good amount of money, but it's not a stupid amount of money or something that where it sounds very like high or out there. It's in line with what other people are charging. It's actually on the lower end of what people charge. I know one of my mentors recently, one of his programs, he updated. It's a social media marketing agency course, and that I believe it costs 695 bucks. Okay, so yeah, I'm doing more of a monthly thing because I feel like a lot of people don't have that kind of cash on hand. Most people don't have $700 just sitting around or $2,000 just sitting around to afford something like this. So I'm doing something where I'm breaking it up for you, so it's easier to pay. Okay, so yeah, again, I highly recommend that you join. There's gonna be a lot of people, I suspect a lot of people that will be joining, and I really hope that it'll be a vibrant community where people are exchanging ideas, where people are encouraging each other, and where we're all moving forward. And I hope to be your coach. I hope to be leading you towards that route, and also sharing with you exactly the things that I've done to get to where I'm at. So hope you join. Have any questions, email me, and see you in the club. Bye.